Hello world, welcome back to the Razor RC, and we're back with the X-Maxx. Been having a lot of fun with this. Decided to take it out to the top of the world bash spot and see how it performs. Another location I take a lot of my Outcast 6S and 8S vehicles just to try out some bigger jumps, and I've been impressed so far with the X-Maxx. It's been running really well. Did a couple minor changes. I upped the rear shock oil to 50 weight. I think stock is 30 weight. I also changed out the rear diff oil. It's supposed to be 30K in the rear, but it was pretty empty, you know, probably about 25-30% full. So I refilled it with 12K oil. We'll see how that drives. Stock is 10K front, 30K rear, which is a little weird. It does tend to kind of slide the rear a little bit more that way, but we'll see how it performs with the full 12K rather than the quarter fill 30K. It should probably be somewhat similar, but we'll see. So yeah, here we are with the X-Maxx. Let's try this thing out. Oh yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, rear feels a little better already. Oh yeah, way better. Definitely need 50K in the 50 weight in the rear. Matches the front 30 weight, maybe slightly heavier than the front 30 weight. Yeah, I'd say maybe the front you might want to try 35, but it's pretty close. 30 front, 50 rear. Kicking up rocks. Make sure you're upstream of the wind, so you're not eating dirt quite so much. But it's nice. Definitely firmed it up quite a bit. Yeah, let's try out some bigger jumps. Alrighty. I mean, this thing's so big, you just go wherever you want, I guess, pretty much. More firmness in the rear. Probably a little less rear traction with that stiffer shock oil. The lighter weight definitely gives you a little more compliance over the small bumps and ruts to give you a little more traction, but this feels pretty well suspended now. Running 8S, of course, with the Gen Ace Redline batteries, 4S each. Up 2. Alrighty. This size a little less with the bigger weight rear shock oil, I think. Squats a little less. Pretty fun though. A little bigger, I guess. Whoops. A little bigger, as in missed the rear jump. I missed the jump completely. Lost the rear a little there. Fishtailed a bit up the ramp for sure. Oh no! Let's try that again. See if we can land a little bit better this time. how much rotation we can get with this thing. Had no rotation that time, not really sure. Oh no! Oh! Yeah. So I find it a little harder to land the big jumps. I think it's because of the narrower wheel, narrow track width. You know, you don't have quite the width of the Outcast, for example, with the really wide arms. It's quite a bit more narrow, so a little bit harder to land. And then it's also top heavy a little more. So it when it bounces, like when it lands a big jump like that, it'll, you know, chassis bottom out. But when it bounces, you get that secondary bounce. It does tend to kind of roll a little bit. So definitely takes a little more skill to land this than the Outcast, that's for sure. I think we could backflip this. If I get the right jump, I think we could backflip. Landed it. Nice. The brakes on this are phenomenal. I mean, I don't mean in terms of strength, but in terms of being perfectly tuned so that it's easy to jump, rotate, doesn't, you know, endo a whole lot or anything weird. So super super well tuned. I think that's something you can adjust in the settings, but I got mine to, I believe it's 100%, not totally sure. But the long wheelbase, and I think it's longer than the Outcast. Definitely a little more stable under braking. The Outcast is definitely endo, or what do we call it? I call it an endo, I don't know. Yeah. Definitely not too much traction on that smooth little polish section where you're really getting on the power. Can be a little tricky, so you gotta be a little more. Ooh, what does that sound? Uh-oh. It's not a good sound. Let's check out what that noise is.